know how much time I have to stream today, but we will try to continue this. We will try to get a stream going on. Um, I'm gonna close this market order really quick. That should give me that. Okay, perfect. All right. So let me make sure everything's good. We are watching, or we have people that are watching over on Rumble. We have people that are watching over on YouTube. Thank you guys for watching. And let's see about X. Looks like we're live on X as well. We got 8 people that are watching. Thank you guys for being here. I appreciate it. Let's see. Let me do duration. And we're going to get into like what I actually purchased today. Let me see. How mid-roll ads. Okay. All right. All right, how's everybody doing today? Make sure you guys hit that like button as soon as you get in here. It does help out the channel, helps out growth and all of that stuff. We'll get into things in just a couple of seconds. All right, all right. Good morning, Adria. Good morning to you. Good morning, Mr. P. Good morning, Matt. Everybody, smash the like button on the way in. Yes, definitely do that. Top of the morning, sir. Top of the morning to you as well, Hulk. Are you the real Hulk? Or are you not the real Hulk? Good morning, Joey Rez. Thank you for watching as well. Let me make sure that everything's good. It says we're online on Rumble, but I just want to make sure that everything's good. Okay, perfect. So YouTube, Rumble, X, Twitch, Kick, those are pretty standard. Definitely not the real Hulk. Okay. All right, so 29 people here. Make sure you guys hit that like button. Also, if you guys want to, start trading crypto with Margex, feel free to use my link that I put in the chat. It's a great platform that you can get up to 100x leverage if you guys are interested, if you feel like the market's truly going to explode. But make sure you protect yourself. Right down here are the 2 things that can easily help you protect yourself, which will be profit taking, so the profit target, and the stop loss. Couldn't think of it for a second, but the profit target and stop loss that will help you manage your kind of expectations and also keep you disciplined. So feel free to go ahead and use my link in the chat, use my link in the description to sign up for Margex and start trading. There's no KYC. You don't have to use any VPN, which is a good thing if you are looking to start trading with margin and get a sense for margin trading, because it is a more of a learning curve for anyone, even for me. So definitely go ahead and check that out. If we look at the crypto market and where things stand, we're seeing a $1.55 trillion market cap. And, we're looking at it's down about 2% on the day. Bitcoin dominance has increased since that, since this decrease has happened. We're below the $1.6 trillion market cap. And we're seeing Bitcoin that's hovering around 41,000. I know it got closer and closer to 40,000, but it's at 41,000 right now. Ethereum is at about almost 2,200. You'll see BNB that's at 250. That has been on a rise lately. You see in the past 7 days, it's up while a lot of other things above it are down. So it's at an 8 or 9% increase over the last 7 days. Solana has decreased 7% in 24 hours. This is sitting at $65.73, but still up in the last 7 days, of 4%. We're also seeing Cardano that's down today 2%, but last 7 days up 34%. So it still is up in that 58-60 cent range. We're also seeing Avalanche that has definitely taken a hit from where it was. I know it was at $40 or so, and now it's down about 10% on the day in the last 24 hours, or 11%, but it still is up 41% in the last 7 days. So it's still, showing that overall positive impact. Dogecoin down 3%, 3.3%, 3.4%. Polkadot down 5%. Polygon down 3%. Chainlink is down 5% ish. Shiba Inu down 2%, really approaching that level. Not even close to the drop zero level. It's pulling farther and farther away. You're also seeing where is XRP? I know I talked about XRP. XRP currently at 60 cents, and honestly, I'm a little upset with that because I believe that was the play that got caught up in Margex, where I walked away from it. I'm pretty sure that's the play. But I had a stop loss and a profit target. I thought I did, but I didn't set it the right way. And I'll take the full blame for not doing that correctly. But I would have gained an extra $50 if it would have, took the profit target. But I didn't set it. So I'm a little upset with that because now it is below that point, and it sort of sucks. But either way, I knew that we would see a push, and there wasn't that much of a spread. Like when you're trading with higher amounts in order to get like fully liquidated in what you did have, you're very, very close. Like you're very close to where your buy-in price actually is. So make sure you guys understand the risks, the pros and cons of, leverage trading. I also have a series going on my Patreon, breaking down leverage trading. If you guys want to go and sign up, it's going to be on the expert profit hands level, to where you get a lot of different information. I am releasing some videos on the profit hand side as well, but I go through different purchases that I made, and I also have like leverage trading, different tips in there, right? How to pick the right platform, and different reviews, and more leverage trading. So yeah, feel free to go ahead and check that out if you guys are interested in signing up for Patreon and learning maybe a little bit more about leverage trading, or conversing about it. We have community set up in leverage trading, and we also have a community set up in cryptocurrency. So feel free to go over there, explore the communities, and we can talk about that. But yeah, I do want to check out where the crypto market is currently, what is actually increasing in the crypto market. Something has to be increasing, right? FTX token is running quite a bit. It's up about 13% on the day. We're seeing it at $5.45, and it's up in the last 7 days 25%. ELF is up 11%. I have no idea what that is. I've never seen that. It's currently at a $572 million market cap, and it has $72 million in volume, with 71% of the supply that's actually out there. So ELF is at 80 cents, and again, 71% of the supply that is out there. It's available on Binance, on KuCoin, on PancakeSwap. It is an Ethereum based position, or is it BP20? But it is available on both sides, so you can get it on PancakeSwap. You have 57 other platforms that you can buy it on: Gate.io, OKX, Crypto.com exchange. You can buy ELF. I'm sure that's moving because of the holiday season. That's why you're seeing it, and just having ELF, which does create some popularity, create some interest. Again, 71% of the supply that's out there, currently sitting at a $572 million market cap, probably will pick up quite a bit. Let's check the chart really fast. In the last 7 days, this has grown from a level of 59 cents all the way up to a high of 85 cents. And if we look at the last month, it's grown 113%, probably because it's getting closer to there, right? Closer to Christmas, closer to, that holiday season, the end of the year, when everybody's getting their gifts. How's Grock? How is Grock doing? That's a good question. Do I have Grock here? Grock is under 1 cent. That is a steal. Hold up. Grock is at a level of right now only seeing $15 million in volume. Still has those areas, and it is under 1 cent. So if we can see that, I mean, I'm every day I get more and more tempted. Every day I get more and more tempted to purchase more, and I don't know. I want to, but I'm also okay with 100,000 coins. I'm also okay with 100,000 tokens. So we are expecting another market crash. I mean, technically, are we expecting another market crash? I mean, don't expect it. I mean, you're going to see any type of like preparation for anything positive. When you see things that are positive, there's always some sort of preparation for it. You can call it preparation H. Um, no, you can. There's always some sort of preparation for it. And there's always like a drop that you would see to the position or to the market as you see something hype that's coming up. Or if you know that something negative is coming up, you will see the opposite of what actually is expected to happen. So I expected something. I don't expect a crazy drop. Some people will say that Bitcoin's going down below 40K. I don't necessarily see that, but it always, like, there is a potential chance that it could definitely happen, right? Seeing a lot of people taking profit right now because of the holidays. Yeah, that too. People that are using some of their gains that they've seen in the last, let's say, 2 or 3 weeks or whatever, and they're trying to buy some Christmas presents and some things going on, spend some money, get some deals, all of that stuff, and that's understandable. But it looks so tempting because right now, let me actually go back here because my Grock should be at a value of $1,000, which again, it's down $800 overall, right? This is where my Grock is now. While it was at a value of 1,800, it's at $1,000, right? So I am in belief of where Grock can go, right? That's why I'm pushing for, or that's why I believe that this can, push up to some of these higher levels, is because of the connection and because of the memeability of it. And yes, it is dropping, and we have seen it drop, but I find these as areas to where I can potentially believe in it more and take that risk. And like I said, anything that you get into is going to have a risk associated with it. And however you want to take it, you can take it. But I would love to have more of this position and risk a little bit more. Now, this may be a larger risk. If I wanted to throw $5,000 in there, that would be amazing to see 400 or 500 or 400,000 that's added, and $5,000 total, meaning 500,000 coins that I would have. Meaning that when this does get to $1, and I'm saying when, because I do believe that it'll be worth $500,000. Now, again, it's definitely a risk that you would have to take and you would have to assume, because anything could happen, and we could see this drop down to nothing. I mean, right now it's worth less than a penny, so technically it is at 0.9, but this is, for me, it seems like a steal. And yes, it will take a lot of effort to get back there, especially with no Twitter account, and that will come back. And then you also have, like I said, when I looked at the sniff score, level of security looked great. The amount of volume that we see within there looked fantastic. And I feel like this is kind of an opportunity, not just like a sign like, hey, get out of this position. It feels like an opportunity for me. So, I mean, you can take that however you want to take it. I might end up putting another 1,000 or 2,000 in there. I'm trying to think if I will, because this will officially be going all in on a position that doesn't really have the connections with like Coinbase and Binance and all of these other places that are S tier exchanges as well as tier 1 exchanges. So it's taking a risk, but I'm willing to take that risk. I think I'm willing to take that risk. And so trying to think if I should go about doing that now. If I come in, hopefully this stays down here in a little bit. If I come into some money today, I most likely will throw like $2,000 into it. Have you looked at Machi like you called it and went crazy? Did it? I haven't looked at it. I know it increased. I talked to the people behind it, and um, I saw that it went crazy, or it increased quite a bit. Or Mochi, sorry, not Machi, Mochi. So I'm trying to get on this, and it's not letting me show it. So yeah, I mean, it went up to what was the market cap? I guess it's not going to show me what the market cap is, but yeah, definitely increased quite a bit. But yeah, I'm always looking for those plays that can potentially run up and be worth a hell of a lot more and be kind of whether it's a meme play or whether it's a play with utility or whatever. Like I'm always looking for those type of plays, and I feel like there isn't like an abundance of those plays. You just have to find them. You just have to have the right um, places to get your information from. S tier memes. Dirty, ugly deer tier memes. Yes. So I don't know if that got confused, but I'm not talking about S tier memes. I'm talking about S tier exchanges. So S tier exchanges are the things that you really need. And when you have something like a, let's say, Shiba Inu or a Dogecoin, right? They are on S tier exchanges. Bonk, I don't believe is on any S tier exchanges, but definitely has the popularity and could be on S tier exchanges. Matt, would you put 2,000 into Grock or Jasmy? So well, first let me check where Jasmy is because I haven't looked at Jasmy today. Because I like where Grock is. I also like where Jasmy is, honestly. I don't know why I'm recording now. Um, I also like where Jasmy is. It's currently at 55% of a penny. I still feel like, obviously it is on the higher level when it comes to where I invested. I invested at 40% of a penny. So this being at 55% of a penny, still a great price, still a great opportunity to gain a hell of a lot. I feel like it's just Grock offers that level of risk that may be unsettling to some people, but also offers that level of reward that definitely feels great for a lot of people. But that's the risk that you end up taking. For me, obviously, I'm going to put if I'm going to put something into something, I would put 2,000 into Grock in order to see that. Now, I did end up making a purchase just today and yesterday. I bought 5 Solana yesterday, and I bought 5 Solana today. I'm probably going to continue to buy in more. I feel like Solana is a must in the 2024 bull run. I feel like having any of the top 5 that will sit well in your portfolio if you have those top 5 or any of them. So I currently have 3 of what I believe will be the top 5, which will be XRP, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and in this order here. So actually XRP, Ethereum, Bitcoin, Solana, and ADA. I think all of those will be the top 5. That's what I'm looking at now. Anything could happen. We could see Celestia come up. We could see TIA make a move. But the point is that I think any of those positions that I just mentioned, if you have those, you will see success within the bull market. And any other play that you make, whether it goes positive or negative against you, which I think a lot of them will go positive, you'll be able to make up that difference with just being invested in some of those top tier, right? So I now have XRP, I now have ADA and I have Solana, which I want to have more Solana because I feel like it's a must in that. So I bought more Solana yesterday and today. I have about 600 or yeah, 600. I have 10, right? So whatever the value is right now, if it's $66, $65, I have 650 or 660 or something like that. So, and if it continues to drop down, if we see more of a dip and we see a low level, yes, I will find a way to buy more and hold on to more because I feel as though, like I said, Solana is a must. But I don't want to spend too much because I want to make sure that, you know, I'm putting money aside, putting money in the cut over here just in case something does, you know, happen. You never really know what could come up. It could be a bigger play, it could be a smaller play. You never know what could happen. All right, wonderful. Thank you, Matt. Yeah, no problem. No problem. So yeah, I'm definitely looking at Grock and I'm like, should I buy more? I know that it still has the potential to even come down more if we're going to see more of a dip, which means that I'll have more of a steal of a price, but I still think that this is, if I believe in it above this price, then you buy into that position above that price, at that price, because you feel as though it's going to run no matter what. If it does find a way to come back, you settle on those short-term unrealized losses, and then it turns into something a lot bigger along the way. But again, that's the risk you pay. So or play. Why is Lunic falling continuously? I mean, the market is kind of falling, and Terra Luna Classic will get hit hard because of the amount. The amount that it did increase over these last couple of weeks. Terra Luna Classic is at 0.0001693, and we're seeing it at basically that 17 mark. Just understand that over the bigger picture, this is still up 106%. Still up 106% over the last month. So you're seeing this from the added zero level to the drop zero level. So it's still up 106%. I think a lot of people are getting stuck with the fact that, it's decreasing from a 0.00027 mark. But honestly, there's so much upside with this, and to understand how far it got, look at the peak point that it got to for, Terra Luna Classic, the peak point that it got to in price value when it hit after it hit its lows. So it hit these lows of 6 zeros, increased up to 3 zeros, 6.5 or something like that. This is literally like half of that all-time high that we've seen, which was a 3.8 or almost $4 billion market cap. Now it can get back to that point, which for me would be 70,000% return. And it can go a lot further than that, than the $4 billion market cap. Just know that there are a lot of other positions that are still not even at 20% of what their all-time high was. So you're looking at Terra Luna Classic that is approaching, the 50% mark of that, meaning that technically this may only be about 10 or 20% of what the high will be, or the all-time high should have been. So if you compare the two, right, let's say ADA, where ADA is at like 50 or 60 cents. The all-time high for that was like $3 and some odd cents. So let's say they're at about 20%. If you compare it to Terra Luna Classic and go, okay, the highest point that they've been to was 0.00027. Let's round it up to 0.3 or whatever. You're multiplying that by 5. And you're not only dropping a zero there in order to get to what the high would be, and then be a 2x or 3x or even more than that above that, you're looking at so much more. So a drop zero is a no-brainer for me. 2 drop zeros for me is a no-brainer, right? It will be, kind of that 100x from where we stand or close to it. Dropping 2 zeros and getting to 1 to 2 cents. That's what I'm seeing within it. Yeah, you have to remember it came from 0.00007. Exactly. Easy Money by Robin Banks. I bought at 23 mark. You bought at the 23 mark, so 2.3 cents. You bought at that level. See, we have to understand that even though like there's so much upside to that from that point, as people are buying in maybe later, it's going to be, you're going to have to understand that you may have to average down because you may be buying at a higher point. You saw what happened where it went from 4 zeros to 3 zeros and then doubled from that point. So if that's happening, you have to understand that you're buying at a high point. And if you're buying at a high point, you know, pull out of that position. Sorry, I'm getting a message. You can, if you're buying at a high point, don't pull out of the position. That's what I just said. I was just reading something. So if you buy at a high point, what you want to do is, you know, kind of average down as you see it, because it's always a great thing to have it at or to average into it, because what you would have is you have that high price that you're buying at. And honestly, I lost my train of thought and I'm trying to gather it back. So that's why I'm looking away from the camera. So yeah, as you have the high point, you want to average into it. It just makes you feel better about the position that you have, which means that you invest a little bit less into it at the high point so that you have the ability to average into it. That's what I was trying to say. It's a long-winded answer and a roundabout answer, but you know what I mean. Guys, we have 144 people that are here. Make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell for more videos like this one. Also, make sure you guys check out some of my links. If you guys want to start trading on Margex, feel free to trade on Margex. For some reason, Hayden is awake. Give me a second. Let me try and get her in the room because she needs to lay back down. She doesn't get enough sleep. Harper, though, needs to get up in a little bit, which means I'm going to have to go and get her ready. I'm going to stay live, though, and then we'll get Harper ready, and we will, well, I will. You won't. Hayden. Let's see. Give me a second. All right, so yeah, I'm going to, because I need to get Harper up out of bed in like 20 minutes. And Hayden needs to like get some sleep. She's been like super tired lately. But yeah, we've been streaming for about 30 minutes. We're going to try and continue to stream. Again, this may be a lot of time where I'm not here. It might be like 30 minutes or something, getting her ready and doing all that. But then when I get Hayden some breakfast, she'll be behind me and we can chat it up and see what's happening in the rest of the market and see if I end up making a purchase. All right. So we got 60, or we have 60 likes. I would like to get to 100 likes. We have 147 people that are here. We also have, let's see, 19 people that are over on Rumble. Thank you guys for watching. Grock coin was made by a scammer and many coins. I doubt Elon will activate the Twitter account. Time to buy more Lunic. Well, the issue is like, has that been 100% proven that that's the case? Because it has so much more security than anything that I've seen that's out there. So I don't understand how that could even be an option. Or maybe it was meant to be that, and it became something way bigger, and they were like, let's create something secure around this. You know? Do you use Kepler wallet? No, I don't. I started collecting Cosmos airdrops. Yeah, I don't do that now. I don't use it, but obviously I have Cosmos. I like Atom. I like what they're doing. So yeah, I'll have to check into that statement a little bit more, because I haven't seen much on that with Grock. And before I make that investment into the position, obviously you would like to know, before I make that extended investment and take on that risk, you know, you want to make sure you know absolutely everything. But as I look into their contract, as I look into the sniff score, it shows me nothing but positivity. And I know the sniff score doesn't really tell you absolutely everything and what they could do, but with the amount of exchanges that it has, typically you're not going to see. And if they don't activate the Twitter account, I'm sure there will be maybe another route to where it's linked to a different Twitter account or something. But if it is something that has popularity and ends up on S tier exchanges, he has no choice but to really do that. Sorry, why is this place to come to talk about making money? Not be not to be shitty. I've made money and I've taken amazing profits from Bonk. Ooh, are you talking to somebody else? I don't know. When Jasmine lockup? When is the Jasmine lockup? It'll be somewhere in between January and March. I don't know exactly the day. It might be. It's not going to be a given day to when it just happens, right? It's going to be something to where the lockup starts, right, and you see it gradually turn into how much we think it's going to be: 1 billion, 2 billion, 10 billion, 20, 30 billion, whatever. That's basically what will happen. Beautiful evening in Melbourne tonight. Well, wish I could see it. Right now, it is a morning time and it is cold, and I don't like the cold. I hate the cold. I was just talking to Erica. I was like, I literally don't want to leave the house. I hate the cold weather. I'm not a fan of cold weather, but um, we deal with it. I love being warm, as Hayden would say, nice and toasty. Good morning, Matt. XRP looks like a deal to be had right now. XRP at a level of what, 60 cents? Yeah, I think there are a ton of deals, right? You look at Bonk, and I talked about this a little bit. Obviously, seeing that big of an increase within Bonk, you're going to see some retracements. You're going to see some people that may end up taking some money from some of the lower plays, some of the plays that are altcoins, and throwing them into something that's more consistent. It's like when people invest into, let's say, a technology stock. You'll invest into a technology stock, and then you'll take some of those profits and you'll send those to like your dividend platform or your dividend portfolio, or your Roth IRA or something like that that can contribute towards your retirement. Like, you'll set it up for something that's more of a consistent mover rather than having a lot of that risk. It's definitely something that I've adopted throughout my life. And even today, I want to take any of the gains that I do have, that I take from cryptocurrency and throw them into my dividend portfolio or throw them into my long-term account and also account for taxes. So obviously I would love to be able to gain a hell of a lot with certain plays, but really all depends. And what I'm going to do is with those plays is obviously I will throw them into my dividend portfolio, which I don't know if you guys have seen. Let me take a look at it today, see where it is, because I didn't look at it yesterday. I did receive a dividend from SCHD, which was definitely interesting. But I'll go through that throughout my dividend portfolio update. So currently I'm sitting at $7,000 in my dividend portfolio. Majority of it, a large percentage of it. Let's actually see if I can get a full breakdown of my, can't really get a full breakdown of that, but majority of it is in realty income. It should be about $2,000, $2,500. That's in realty income. And I have, quite a bit into other plays as well, whether that's SCHD and having about $800, $900 worth of SCHD. Getting back, I believe I just received a dividend. If I go to notifications, I received a $4.93 dividend this month. Fantastic. What's with the Jitto coin? Yeah, I've talked about that Jitto to $10. Is that what some people are saying right now? Where's it at right now? I know it's at it was closer to like $2 or $3. So let's check out Jitto. It's currently at $2.63. You have 11.5% of the supply that's out there. You have $221 million worth of volume. I feel like this may be something that does have quite a bit of traction and quite a bit of movement to it. However, you have to factor in that supply. So long term, it may not be something that you are can be a big fan of or should be a part of. But short term, you might be able to see those moves within 2024. Who knows exactly when we will see the first level of dilution. I think some people know. I just don't know because I haven't looked into it. But once you see that first level of dilution, that's where you'll start to see the kind of price that starts to slide. Because if it's fully diluted right now, it would be worth $2.6 billion, and it's currently worth $300 million. So it definitely has potential, but just understand that that dilution can be strong, but it will happen over time. What platforms can you get Bonk? So you can get it on Uphold. If you want to use my Uphold link, I can put that in the chat. I do have that in the description if you guys want to, check that out. But I believe I have it in the chat. Yeah, I do have it in the chat. So you can join Uphold if you want. Use my link and start trading Bonk today if you guys see an opportunity. But yeah, I'll paste that link in the chat. Bonk. It's right here. But if we look at the actual markets, there are some other markets that are available. So KuCoin, you have Gate.io, Bybit, you have 98 other pairings. I'm sure you can probably, I would hope that they would add it. Crypto.com probably could add it. MEXC, XT.com. You have Bitconomy Exchange, BingX, Bitmart, which is definitely one that you can buy and trade within the US. Unless they change that without my knowledge. CoinStore and some other smaller ones that are there. So yeah, I mean, you have a majority of the volume going through KuCoin, and for good reason. I mean, it's a tier 1 exchange. You can get Caspa on Uphold. Everybody loves Caspa. Yeah, you can get Caspa on Uphold. I don't even know where Caspa is. Let's check the price of Caspa. I'm going to have to start to get Harper ready in a little bit. Give me a second. I love that little girl. Um, yeah, so you can get Caspa. How many bonk do you have? I don't have any bonk currently. I do. I did want it, but I didn't end up buying it at the right time because when I was going to buy it as soon as I got on the uphold, and I didn't. Um, and the reason why I didn't was because I didn't really have the free flowing cash available. But now I have some free flowing cash available. Yeah, definitely a bit of free flowing cash available. Um, what's a good amount of bonk? What's a good amount? I mean, right now it's sitting at a $600 million market cap. So probably seeing this north of like 10, 20, maybe even 50 billion, depending on um, the strength behind Solana, which obviously there will be a lot of strength behind Solana. So seeing that and seeing the meme coin associated with that chain, you'll probably see this up in the like multiple billions of dollars worth of a market cap, meaning that where we currently stand, you'd be looking at close to a if it gets to a $50 billion market cap, let's say it's close to a 100x within that. So if you're holding $1,000, 100x turns that into 100. It adds two zeros to it, so you're looking at $100,000 that's there, which honestly is great. Um, so I would imagine most people hold, or you have some people that are holding, $500 worth, $200 worth, get like half of that or something, gain like a couple extra $1,000 in the end. But again, it's all about what you're willing to risk and when you see certain levels, when you will decide to sell. Because if you invest $500 and it turns to 5,000, does that not feel good? So you end up taking either all of it or just a portion of it. But it's still good because you had that gain. But what's going to happen is you're going to have those like shoulda, coulda, wouldas. It's like, well, I should have held on to it because it could have increased to $50,000, and it's like probably. I'm not sure. I'm not sure about marinade. It looks like a buy right now, and it could be on the Solana ecosystem. Any thoughts on it? I don't think at the moment you say it could be on the Solana ecosystem, or it is. Like MNDE, currently down 14%. It is on the Solana ecosystem. 1 billion total coins. It does have dilution associated with it, about 24% of the total supply. You are seeing a $78 million market cap with $7 million worth of volume, and the market says available on. I mean, it's available on Coinbase. It has, a popular S tier exchange available with it, which is huge. Something that Bonk doesn't have, right? I'm not saying that Bonk this is better than Bonk and by any means, but what it is at a $78 million market cap, and it's a lower tier coin on this exchange, right? One of those like kind of those plays like how I have with my Kraken portfolio, to where I've gained 100% on this overall portfolio, and it's because I've invested in so many different plays on this that we're at like 1 million, 2 million, 10 million, 20 million, right? Those levels. So uh, 31 cents, missed that train. Did it increase a heck of a lot? Is that why it's down 15%? Because of Solana? Yeah. So that was at 4 cents. Wow, that increased to 50 cents. It literally had a 10x return, over 10x return um, in the last, couple of days, or I guess couple of months. So from October, yeah, that's October 10, October 16th or so, it increased all the way up here, and about December 10th is where it hit its high point of 49 or 50 cents. I'm telling you what, if you would have invested $1,000 into that, I mean, it would have turned to 10,000. You could have taken your initial investment out somewhere around here if you wanted to. Or yeah, you could have taken your initial investment out here if you wanted to, and then ran the rest up. But that's only if you find these plays. And the issue is that finding the plays may be difficult. And when you see a certain chain that's running, you run with that chain and you realize that this can be worth so much more, or others can be worth so much more as you see the success on those chains. And I do want to take some time. When we come back, I want to take a lot of time to go into go into Grock and really dive into like the different details of it, because I want to make an investment into Grock. I want to throw another $2,000 into this play. So while I'm gone, I would like to know what you guys think about Grock. And I will try to respond in like the chat, because that's really I wouldn't say that's the only option that I have, but I'm going to respond in the chat because I'm not going to be at my computer. So if you want to, and it won't be like guaranteed that I respond every like 2 seconds, because I am getting Harper ready and making sure they have all the stuff that they need and all that stuff. So just give me like maybe like 20, 30 minutes. I have to get Harper on the bus, which the bus comes at like 8:15. So technically that's like 45 minutes, but I will probably be down at some point to talk about some things once I get Harper fully ready and, get Hayden some breakfast and stuff like that. So I think it's a good buy, and people are buying it up right now. So it's like, make that decision here. If I make the decision, people are already purchasing it because of the fact that maybe I'm talking about it, or maybe we're hitting our lows in the market today. Personally, I don't see value in Grock. I understand, you don't see any value in it at all. All right, well, let me get this off the screen so that people aren't just buying it up before we make this decision. Let me duplicate this and let me get this off the screen, and we'll look at the entire market and how that's moving. I'm going to go get them ready. I will be right back. And hopefully I remember that the audio is going to be off. But make sure you remind me, like as soon as I get back. I'll probably remind myself, but make sure you remind me. So see you in a few minutes, right? Also, if any moderator, if anybody comes through and is like, hey, where'd Matt go? Feel free to tell them like, hey, it'll be back somewhere around the 8:15 or 8:20 mark, and may pop in here and there just to check in on what's going on. So yeah, I'll be back in a little bit. All right, the audio is back. But we're not back for a long time. We're only here for like 5 minutes. I just wanted to check in on everybody to see how people are doing. I have to go. Hope you all have a profitable day. We'll no doubt see most of you tomorrow in Matt's next live stream. Well, thank you for being here, Peter. I appreciate it. I don't know if you're still here, but I do appreciate it. Any thoughts on Levi's new project / coin? I mean, no. I'm not going to talk down anybody's project in any way. And if he's doing anything for Terra Luna Classic or for Shiba Inu or for any of those projects, it's good to see those burns. I just hope that things remain consistent and you see the burns. You see that happen all the time. That's just kind of what I hope for. Yeah, we'll probably put on Sol. Today I was on X and I got a message. You followed me. It was a fake account. Well, I'm glad you already follow me, that you figured out that that was a fake account, because there are people that are messaging people now doing like copy trading or whatever, which I just saw, or I just got alerted to that within the Discord. Thank you, Brian, for the super chat or super sticker. What's up with Nano or XNO? It's ripping right now. Let's check. Give me a second. XNO, Nano. It's currently up 9%. You're saying it's ripping. I guess it's up a total of 16%. It was up a level of a lot more than that, I guess. But seeing it up to $1.47. But now seeing it kind of on the downturn. So I wouldn't say it's necessarily ripping right now, but definitely has picked up. You see a lot of volume, $67 million in volume, $173 million market cap. You look at the markets it's available on, it has S tier exchanges. I already saw it. At least one S tier exchange also available on Kraken. I believe I have it. I'm pretty sure. If it's a lower tier, let me see. If it's on Kraken, then I should have Nano. So if I explore and I type in the position that I'm looking for, I should see that, yeah, my balance is $10.44. So I invested $5 into it, $5.06 into it, and now it's worth $10.44. So, I mean, I'm invested in it, but it's not like a heavy investment. I just bought it because of like the fact that it's on one of these tier 1 exchanges. So yeah, but it's great to see it pushing up. I'm all for it. 7 days, it's up almost 100%. Yeah, I'm noticing that, because while it was down here to 70% or 70 cents, it was up to $1.40, which is technically that almost 100%. Within the last month, it's up 70% or 69%. So I'll take that, any day of the week, right? And when I invested into it, it was down, it was lower than that. It was like maybe around the 59-cent mark. Let's see, when was that? August? No, it would have to have been like October. So it had to have been like 61 cents. And now I'm up 100% on my investment there. So either way, it looks really, really good. And it's probably just because people are looking for those lower end positions, ones that are on exchanges that can potentially pick up, that had a push before. Something like a Krill coin that was worth a $9 million market cap, or sorry, like even less than that. And now I don't even know what it's worth, but it went all the way up to like $100+ million market cap and could push a lot further than that. So that means that, what you're standing at right now at a level of like 40 cents or 30 cents, it shows so much potential up to a level of $3, $4, $5. You know what I mean? So it makes me want to put more into Krill, honestly. as that play is doing what they're doing. Hey Matt, have you ever looked at Ren? Yes, I have a little bit of Ren, and I also made money off of Ren. I think if I go over to Ren, it should show me, or go over to my Coinbase account. Sorry, it should show me, um, Ren and like how much I made with it. I'm pretty sure I made money with it. That's over here. I might have passed it because I might have still like crypto dust within it. I guess it's not going to show me that. But yeah, I made $353 with Ren. That's my overall performance. I bought it. Average price was 6 cents. Um, I guess average price was 6 cents. I don't know why it says that. Oh, what I'm holding right now, my average price is 6 cents, which I guess is like crypto dust at this point. But my average price should have been a lot lower than that. So Grock is picking up as I've been talking about it, and makes me want to make an investment into it because I feel as though this is going to be a bigger play, and I would love to hold, a lot of it, and it is a big risk that I would be taking, and I think I'm going to go ahead and take that risk. And I'll let everybody on the Patreon know if I decide to buy it, but give me a few minutes. I'm going to go back up here, get Harper officially ready for um, getting on the bus, and then bring Hayden downstairs and we can talk about different things within the crypto market. So, yeah, just give me a few more minutes then. Can you guys hear me? I just need to do something really quick. Uh, yeah, I just need to do something really quick, and let's see what that deal is. Includes a fee of $50. That's insane. That is a lot. Um, hopefully I don't. Hopefully this happens really, really quickly, and I can get through with this, and then we'll be good. What does bonk listing in Coinbase? What about bonk listing in Coinbase? I mean, we haven't seen that yet, and we probably won't see that right now. They tend to wait a very, very long time to do something like that. But I'm just here to do something, and then we'll get on with our day. Yeah, we'll do that. And not that. We're gonna do. I don't know why this is acting this way. No. Come on. Come on. I don't have a lot of time here. I don't have a lot of time here. I just need to make sure this gets this gets done. What's taking so long, man? This better go through, by the way. Any news on Jasmine lockup? Not any news that I know of. And not any news that I know of right now, but yeah, just give me a second. I'm going to go get Harper on the bus. We'll be back down here. We will be continuing this live stream, just to talk about a lot of stuff. Talk about a lot of things that are going on. So give me a second. I'll be back. As Arnold Schwarzenegger would say, I'll be back. Apparently Elgato just turned off, so I'll have to fix that. Give me a second. All right. So how's everybody doing today? Get the water out of the frame. Let me fix the other screen as well and put this behind it. Boom. Now we have the full screen here. So we got 88 people that are here. Thank you guys for being here. We got 116 likes. Again, thank you for being here. I appreciate it. I do want to go through not the BNB chain or Binance Smart Chain, but I want to go through Ethereum. Okay. So let's talk about Grock a little bit because I said we would talk about the position and just go through different positions. Dark Lines Mint is live and is about to sell out in under 20 minutes. Let's grow. Of course it is. I mean, Loaded Lions were huge, and I don't know what Dark Lines really stands for or where that is, but I know that the floor will be high. I don't have any, and I can't say that I didn't want any. I would have liked to have some, but I never have luck with releases of NFTs. I really don't. The only luck that I had was with Ballies, and Ballies I think are decent. It's just not to the level of Loaded Lines, obviously. She's not here to stay. She's here to pay. Words of PIMP. Let's go. Lunic breakout of a pennant. Really? Can Lunic reach 1 cent without Coinbase involvement? Yeah, I would 100% think that Terra Luna Classic can reach that level without Coinbase's involvement. I think Coinbase's involvement will be a thing. It's just going to be when it gets to a point where everything that's in kind of litigation right now will basically say, hey, this is not a security. And if it's not a security, then it's going to be a big deal and it's going to skyrocket for that certain position. I'm hot, right? It's hot down here. I mean, it should feel good because I just came from outside wearing shorts. So, yeah, I'm definitely... Hey, Matt, don't mind your wife here. Wait, don't let your wife hear you say that? Don't let my wife hear me say what? Hey, eat your food. I gotta turn off this heat now because it's hot down here. It is hot as what I just learned is what I just learned, which is crazy, is MetaMask now offers the ability to sell on that platform, which is huge. And I think if Terra Luna Classic or the Station Wallet had that ability to do that, to buy and to sell, I mean, that's big. You always had the ability to buy on MetaMask, but it went through a complicated process and it also cost a lot. And I don't know what the price point will be for selling your crypto. I'm sure it will be a decent figure because you have to make something off of a certain service. But it's definitely a game changer to be able to sell your crypto right away instead of sending it. Like for me, certain places I would have to send it to like, let's say crypto.com, and then crypto.com may have like a different spread to where it gives me a lower price point. So when I sell it, I'm basically getting less money in return. They also did that to USDT. I saw that. I was like, how do you possibly have a spread of 2 cents on USDT? I went to sell my USDT and to get USD in order to put it in my bank account, and it was giving me a quote of 98 cents. And I was like, how and why? Like, it's not something that I really enjoyed seeing. or hearing. Now, Perry, when is Shiba Metaverse supposedly coming out, and will it burn Shib? So, in my opinion, I don't believe that it will burn a massive amount. I think they are going to learn their lesson. I think Satoshi's going to learn his lesson and understanding, you know, supporting Shib is the way to go. Supporting Shib is where you get to see support for Bone, you get to see support for Leash, you get to see support for so many other things. I 100% believe that that's the case. And I think he'll learn his lesson and the team will learn their lesson. But I'm not so sure. I'm not counting on it, right? I'm not banking on it. I would love to see that happen, but I'm not banking on it. Uh, Give me a second. Free Palestine. Um, we wait. Where we can see how much is Lunic exactly burns only by tax until now. Where can we see how much they've burned by the tax? I'm not sure if you can see that on Lunic Burn. Let me see. Let me see something. Let me go back and go to Twitter and type in Lunic burn tracker. I don't think you can see that on Lunic burn tracker here, but um, it's great to see that they're almost at 2,000 followers. They're definitely doing a great job. I haven't tweeted anything today, so that's that's kind of surprising because typically I tweet quite a bit, but I just didn't have the time. I was building something and working through something today when it comes to reviews and different videos and different things for the Patreon. So if you guys want to subscribe to Patreon, feel free to do so. Also, if you want to check out and start trading on Margex, feel free to trade on Margex. Um, they have up to 100x leverage trading. Also, they have copy trading if you guys are interested in that and being able to gain a certain amount within certain portfolios, which is awesome. And as I see some success within Margex, I would love to be able to create my own strategy so that we can have copy trading there. But I also don't like people to just copy. I also like people to understand. So it's kind of like a win-lose situation in the form of education versus profits. But either way, you can definitely check that out. But we were looking at Twitter and we were looking at Lunic Burn Tracker. So if we go to Lunic Metrics, if you guys want to follow them, feel free to follow them at Lunic Burn Tracker. But then you also have the lunicmetrics.com, and you see 85 billion that has been burned overall. And you look at the top burners. I don't believe they go into detail to show the burn tax because you see Binance and then you see DF Lunic proposal, which is 4.2. You see Lunatics token that's next and everything. There should be something in between where you see burns that are going through in standard situations. And I don't know exactly how you break that down because they don't really break it down here. You only see the top burner, not with the 1.2 or 0.5% burn tax. So I'll have to get a explanation from them. I may have to talk to them about this, the person behind Lunic Metrics, to see if they can find a way to track that, because I know it comes from various sources, right? It comes directly from on-chain burns, and you have to find a way to see that, right? Where does it go to, or where does it come from? But technically, Like how does that really work out as you go through the tracking of those transactions? So yeah. Oh, I guess right here. Burned on chain. 31.52 billion. I don't know why I said that. We found it. So you go to Lunic Metrics and save this website. Make sure you save it. I'll bookmark it as well. Oh, this is already. Oh wait, you know what? There we go. I'll bookmark it, and 31.5 billion has been burned from the on-chain burn tax, and this is a 0.5% burn tax with low amounts of volume. Imagine if we had crazy amounts of volume there, like we've had for the first couple of days of this month. I think Bonk is really going to be listed on Coinbase, and if so, you think it will positively affect it? Absolutely. If anything is listed on Coinbase, it has a Coinbase effect, which pushes it up to a massive amount. So yes, 100% agree that that will be the case if it is going to get listed on Coinbase. And why are you thinking that it's going to be listed on Coinbase? What really tells you that it's going to be there? Why is shipping $8? In any situation, why is shipping $8? It's a little ridiculous. It's crazy. Sorry, I'm like actively doing like 17 other things. Um, let's go ahead and check the rest of the market and see what's happening in the market. We got 118 people that are here, and we got 129 likes. Hayden, are you eating your food? Eat your food. We got 129 likes. Thank you guys for liking away and doing everything you guys do. Also, we have people on Rumble. We have 21 people over on Rumble. That's awesome, Joey. I put $600 in on fetch.ai. Went up $200, pulled out $200, went up another $100 yesterday, pulled out $100, up another $48 currently. That's fantastic that you're able to do that. Know that when you do that, it makes it maybe a little bit more difficult to gain your to pull out your initial investment. Like you're pulling out bits and pieces of it rather than waiting for it to go like 2x, because going up $100 or overall going up $100 from what you had, it makes it difficult. But if you're able to pull out that initial investment while having some in there, fantastic. Joey Rez, congratulations on being able to pull out a total of, I guess, $300, and you're about to pull out maybe another $48 or something like that. So $350, $400 or so out of your $600 total, which is fantastic. So congratulations on that. I'm putting 2K worth CRO today. I believe it will be around 20K tokens. I think CRO where it currently is, I mean, you're looking at an easy like 10x return up to a level of $1. I believe it's 100% going to get to $1. It's just whether it's going to get to a level of $2 or $3 or $4 after that. And I believe that there's a strong chance, like a very strong chance, where I have like a 70, maybe 80% likelihood that that's going to even get to that level of, $3 or a $75 billion market cap for the top exchange coin that's out there. In my opinion, I feel like that's a no-brainer. Unexpected. Well, it's fantastic to be able to have any type of gains. It's always difficult to, it's not really difficult to find gains, but it's difficult to maybe get into a play. Hopefully you did a lot of research into it, but you get into a play and have 100% hope that that's going to, or belief that that's going to move to a certain level short term. Long term, you may have a different belief, but short term, you never really know what's going to happen in the crypto market. So it's kind of unexpected, right? So anyways, if we take a look at currently where Grock is, I wanted to go through Grock and talk about this position and see what I truly believe in it. And currently, Grock is sitting at a 1 cent price. We're seeing it at right at that 1 cent price. It was at a lower level of below 1 cent. It was at like, 0.009 or 99% of a penny versus being at 1 cent. But seeing that, it shows so much upside in where this can go. It has come back pretty hard from this 3 cent level, and I believe it can easily get back up there. Now, all of this was included with FUD, seeing that, the Twitter account was taken down, and the talks of like this being created by a scammer. And the crazy thing is, like, typically when you see things like that, you don't see as good of a sniff score. You don't see as good or as much attention. You also don't see as many markets that it is available on. It's on 30 different markets. It's on a Bitmart, it's on a MEXC, it's on a BitGet, it's on a Gate.io, right? It's on plenty different platforms where you can see millions upon millions of dollars that go through it. And that's what makes me excited about it. Now, is it 100% that this is going to blow up and be worth $6.9 billion or $69 billion? No, it's not 100% confirmed. But what it is to me is kind of a stronger chance to see that. And I want to take that chance. I want to take that risk. And it may be risking a good, 1,000 to however much I want to put in there. But yeah, definitely is risking quite a bit. Let me quick go to Patreon and display something really, really fast. Give me a second. Give me a second. Let me create a post on Patreon. If you guys want to join my Patreon, feel free to go ahead and check out Patreon. The link should be in the description, where you guys can get various levels and get all my buy alerts if I am making a buy at the moment. If I am making a sell at the moment, you'll be able to get all of that information there. But let me find what I'm trying to find. There we go. Let's see. Next, yeah. We'll add that under that. And we'll do that there. And we'll post that now. All right. So yeah, if you guys want to go and subscribe to the Patreon, feel free to subscribe to the Patreon. Posting things in there right now, and posted something a little bit earlier. Hayden, are you eating your cereal? Keep eating, lady. You need the nutrients. Give me 1 second. Let me go back to my page. Public view. So, all right, let's see. 22 people that are watching on Rumble. 134 people that are watching on YouTube. Thank you guys for watching. Hit that like button. Matt, what are your top 3 tokens going into the bull run? My top 3 tokens, I would have to say CRO is number 1. I would have to say Terra Luna Classic would be number 2. Jasmine Coin would be number 3. but then I'm starting to get into other things. But yeah, that would be probably my top 3 right now. With this low tax or 0.2% or 0.5%, we burn almost as Binance can imagine the 1.2%. Can't imagine that 1.2% was not changed. I don't know what you're saying there, but maybe I'm just reading it wrong because I tend to read things wrong. But the 1.2% could have burned so much throughout this whole entire time. And so many people are stingy, or validators are stingy about not being able to capture as much profit. D-apps are stingy about not being able to capture any type of profit or much profit. It's about sacrifice. If they create and they do things that they're doing, it's not about that. It's not about being able to just create volume on the chain, because if that volume is not burning anything, that volume is not impactful. It's not going to do anything for the survival or recovery. And that's what we should have been focusing on. As we see all these conversations around being able to repeg and being able to, recover everything should be about that. And as we see that, people will claim, oh, well, we can't see profit because of that. Well, if you can't see profit and you can't contribute to the burns or recovering the chain, then we have no use for you right now, right? It's not about the profit right now. What it is about recovery. And if we can get there, then eventually you can get back to a point to where you are back in the game and you are realizing profit. Yeah, it may take away from your profit right now. Everybody goes through situations where they are sacrificing time, sacrificing a lot of things. But what we need to do is all have some sort of sacrifice. Validators, D-apps, everybody included. We all need to have a sacrifice. Thank you for following. JS Galliner. I appreciate you following. We got one person that's viewing over on Twitch. Hello. How are you doing? Feel free, if you have any questions on, cryptocurrency and you like cryptocurrency, or you have something you're invested in, feel free to put it in the chat. Matthew, you're able to have a crypto exchange collab. Am I able to have a crypto exchange collab? It depends. I mean, right now I'm already partnered with Margex to not really do collabs in any way, but just partnered with the channel overall. But depends what crypto exchange it is. BingX. What type of collab are we looking for? Like a video associated with it, or are you talking about just like BingX in the description type of thing? Affiliate. Well, trading collab. Is it available? And I guess we'll have to find a way to talk about this offline, not online. But we have to know a bunch of things about the exchange. I've heard of BingX before, but we'll have to talk about that. I remember volume this 2 weeks with a tax of 1.2% was around 500 million a day. 500 million a day in you're talking about in burns. It would be a lot more now because you're looking at a much lower price. This is the thing, is like people don't understand that you have to also divide that, whatever the dollar amount is, by the price. So you end up having multiple billions of coins per day that you can burn off. Like the first 4 days we saw, I think it was like 4 or 5 billion. I can't remember exactly what the numbers were, but we saw a lot of volume. And with all of that volume gives us, exactly kind of what we would see, especially as we're just looking at Binance volume, which would be 41%, 50% or something like that. And it gives us a roundabout of exactly how much will burn. just from those first 4 days, and it was like multiple billions within 4 days, more than what they burned the last time around, which was like 3.9, I want to say. It might have been more than that. I can't, for some reason, I'm thinking it's more than that. Hey, Matt, do you hold any ladies? I don't. I'm up 200% in a week in solid college consolidation. I mean, I've seen, the reasoning to hold it, but I'm not in it, and I don't plan on investing into it. But I hear that it, does have some pretty good gainers, especially this past week or so. I already emailed you. You already emailed me, and it does it goes through. Okay, I'll um I'll check that out because I haven't checked my business email in a little bit. It's been probably, I don't know, like a few days, so I'll definitely check that out. I was thinking about checking it yesterday, and then I just totally forgot about checking my business email. So I will check it out. Matt, do you ever live stream from one of your yachts? That would be cool. I don't know what you're talking about. First of all, I don't have a yacht. I have a super yacht. So let's make that clear. But no, I'm not going to live stream from one of my yachts. They don't have any internet connection. I mean, they should, but they don't have any internet connection. You have to use hotspots, and even the hotspots, they don't really get to like any towers. I'm just joking, by the way. I don't have a super yacht. Um, how can I talk to you off the show? I need to ask you a question. Uh, Please, I'm willing to pay what I can. So I typically talk to a lot of people in Patreon. If you need to talk to me either verbally, we have a one-on-one that we do one monthly one-on-ones within there. But then also I communicate with anybody. If you're even at the $5 level, I still will communicate with you through the community tab, whether it's through private messages or through the actual communities and stuff. So if you want to reach out to me, that's the easiest way to reach out to me, and a guaranteed way that I will respond to you. It just On Twitter, I get so many DMs and so many requests for DMs that I don't generally go through every single one. So it might be very difficult to get in contact with me there. And I also get some contact. I get contacted as well through email, which I have to, if it's just a personal type of thing, if it's not business related, I exit out. So it's not something where I'm trying to, have a conversation through email. But that's the best way to do it. If you want to visit my Patreon down below, feel free to do so. And you can even sign up as a free member, but I don't think you get all the other features with it as a free member. How about the dip? Uh, how bad will the dip be, and for how long? Honestly, I don't think we will see a long dip. However, a lot of other people believe that we will see this dip continue into January. That as we're getting closer and closer to the holiday season, we'll see this continue to drop to 1.5 trillion dollar market cap to a 1.49 trillion dollar market cap. See Bitcoin drop below 40,000. Now, I don't generally see that. I know it got close as it did have this flash crash, but I don't generally see that. I also don't want to see that. That's probably the main reason why I don't see it. Um, but I know that we hit certain levels, people will see it as an opportunity, they will buy, and then we'll start to see things that'll absolutely explode. This should be, as we see this extended dip, this should be like kind of that last dip before we see things that rip in the beginning of the year, as we see the Bitcoin ETF approvals, the the halving and what's happening there, as well as the decision for XRP or Ripple and the SEC. Uh, that would be crazy if it went into January. How much Jasmy? I thought you said Jasmy though. I thought you said that would be crazy if it went into Jasmy, but it said January. I can't really see everything 100%. Yep, I don't want to increase the size of that. I want to increase the size of YouTube. There we go. How much Jasmy should I hold to be a millionaire in the bull run? Honestly, it's a little bit tough to say there because I don't expect anyone to really get to that level unless you have over like maybe 2 million. Because once you have a million, you can react and do whatever you want with that first million. And then the second million can be left for when it hits a level of $1 or even more than that. And that's where it could be an extended time period where it may take from 2024 to 2025, maybe even to 2026, and really push up from there. So, but the point is that as you're making these moves, let's say you have a million right now and it goes to a value of 40 cents, right? That's $400,000. So you end up taking that $400,000, like that feels good. That's not a bad thing that you took $400,000, of course. But if you have 2 million total Jasmy coin, well, now it's like I can take that $400,000 if I want to, accept my gains, be happy with those gains, and then have a million coins left over for when it does hit $1 million and I now have $1 million. However, you have to factor in taxes as well. So if you are receiving more than, let's say, 1.2 million over the long term, well, now you can possibly have the tax situation be lessened because you have a long-term tax rather than a short-term tax. So I'm trying to make sure I factor that into it. I'm not purchasing any more, and I'm sitting on that for when that does eventually run to a whole nother level. Thanks. Have you looked into HRM? I haven't. Who is calling me? Oh, my phone's not linked. I don't know who this is. Give me a second. They're probably calling about my cards extended. All right. HRM, H bar overrated? I don't think H bar is overrated. Let's go and check. You said HRM. I'm going to look at it off screen for a second. HRM. I don't see it on CoinMarketCap, so I'm not going to look at that here because you would have to look at it on kind of DEX pairings or DEX tools. So yeah, typically if something's worth quite a bit, then it would be off of DEX tools on CoinMarketCap. Calling about your car's extended warranty. Maybe I should sell everything for Jasmy. I could get like 6 million. The issue with that is that you're not being diverse enough. Because the point is things will run, and then you have the opportunity to now invest some of that money into other places. So it's up to you to do that. And if you want to risk everything that you have behind one play, I would never suggest to do that. Thank you for being a member for 16 months. TONTS4. Thank you for being a member for 16 months. It's a long time. I appreciate your support in such a big way. And once we see this bull market going, a lot of members will have their, especially like the lower membership, the $1 membership, 99-cent membership. It makes it easier for me to read a lot of the chats that come across if you are a member, because I go for those first before I go for any other ones that are there. So yeah, it's just always like highlighting your name, and as well as being a moderator. Both of those will highlight your name so I can talk about those. That's fire. Member for 16 months. Absolutely. We're contacting you about your car's extended warranty. Yes, that's exactly what it is. You got a deep dive Jasmy video. Do I have one? I do have a few Jasmy videos. I would like to have like a all-inclusive, like full deep dive Jasmy video of exactly what I see there, but I have a lot of Jasmy videos on my channel. So if you want to check those out, you should be able to just type in like Jasmy Matthew Perry, and you'll find all of the Jasmy videos that I've uploaded. My cost basis on Jasmy right now is 40% of a penny, just to let you guys know. What about INJ, like injective? I think that's a great play. It's been moving lately, but I'm not invested into it. Beam, I'm not invested into that either, and I see the success that has been there as well, and it looks very interesting. Did you did your thing on the Bitcoin crash video? I did my thing on the Bitcoin crash video. What are you talking about? What will happen to Shib? Or are you asking me to do a video on like a Bitcoin crash? What will happen to Shib with all of the burns coming in January? With all of the burns coming in January, am I missing something? What burns are we supposed to see? Like the larger burn of $1 million, or every burn that they had or that they have built up, as well as new burns that are created? I got so much from your streams and videos. Got good points for investing. Yeah, I mean that's really the mindset. That's really what I wanted to kind of put out there and display, is an easy way for you guys to kind of understand or start investing, because it should be simplified. It shouldn't be something that's overcomplicated, and people tend to make it complicated to make it seem like they are the experts and you are not. But in reality, none of us are really the experts. Even experts aren't really good at their job in telling people what the price will be. But if you are cautious, if you do everything with discipline, you can easily find success within the markets. Discipline is key everywhere. You can go on like Margex, and like if you wanted to go on Margex, you can go on Margex and start trading and trade with leverage and find the right levels based on a couple of key things like support and resistances, and just watch something, how it's moving, how it's going to resist from it, and if it will resist from it. And if it hits a certain level, you can say, okay, all I want to do, all I want to do is just throw money into this play. And you're going to go, all right, well, it looks like it hit a double top scenario. Most likely you'll be able to find some success out of it, unless it's starting to really pick up and breaks through that level. But let's see, you can take that risk, and also, you can make it very simple, very, very simple, and just play something where you're doing it with a certain amount of leverage. Now, with that certain amount of leverage, you want to make sure that you are setting yourself up for success. So if I go, all right, well, the lowest or the most amount that I want to lose is 69. So I'll go, okay, profit to loss or stop loss is going to be for XRP 69, which would be a 19% loss, confirm. And the most that I want to gain is going to be coming back down to maybe like right here, which would be 59.73, right before the lowest point there, 59.73. And we'll see how that plays out. Sometimes it may play out in a positive light. Sometimes it may not play out that way. But come on, it's not letting me put the profit. There we go. Then you could do, wait, what was the level again? Just a standard level of 59.73. 59.73. And that'll be a 50% gain that's there, and you can submit that. And if it goes your way, it goes your way. If it doesn't go your way, then you live to fight another day. That's the thing, is discipline really does fit well. And it's not saying that it will 100% be that, but it does fit well if you are disciplined. And you could just take that risk by going into it. Now, I'm not saying that this is kind of the route that you want to go. As you see certain things, you're not just going to take one level, but I'm just showing you an example. If it goes my way, that's not to say that this is the route to invest, but it could be as simple as that, by protecting yourself. Right? I only took $10 and risked it on that play. And if it does end up pulling out 20% of that $10, then okay, right? I have 4 other chances to live to fight another day on that while I'm making this investment. That wasn't the best way to start investing, but that's the best way to start understanding, how you can go about that investing role or that investing train. So if you guys want to start trading with Margex, feel free to use that down below. You can easily set up a profit taking and stop loss within your trade. And if you end up losing that 20%, again, you end up living to fight another day, and you learn a lesson from investing into that point, seeing that position and the way that it's moving for the day. So you want to know a lot of other things, but it's a very simple way of looking at it. Sorry, I meant with all the burns they are creating. What do you think the prediction for SHIB January 2024? I think honestly, SHIB could see a ton of movement depending on how many burns we see go through. You can see the level that this can create. The fact that they had this hard fork and this update, and all of a sudden we're now collecting a lot less money going to the burns because we called it out and it's going somewhere else. It kind of sucks because it should have been going to the burns, but now they have it going to somewhere else. Maybe it's more efficient for Shibarium, which is not a bad thing, but I would like to create more burns, because what you're looking at now is like 40 cents, per second, or like, $1, and you're not looking at as much as burns as you would see in the past. And you need to see a lot more volume happen to have an impact for, Shiba Inu burns. When it should be, honestly, I think it should be like $1 a transaction. AVAX, Matt. Where's AVAX? AVAX was decreasing a little bit on the day. It's down 10%. It's down to $36.41. I think AVAX is going to be a big player, obviously. They've had a high of like $100+ or something like that. I forget exactly how high it was. We can look at all history. $133, which was a $30 billion market cap. Definitely shows a lot more potential for where it can go even from here. And a lot of support that could be for that chain specifically. I feel like AVAX just reeks of success, right? But you have to take all of that with a grain of salt, right? Because there are other plays that can be up and coming. And either way, I still feel like AVAX is going to have success, but are other things going to overtake that? It's possible, right? If we take a deeper dive, I guess, look at Grock and where that is over the year, I guess it's down 30%. We saw that at a low here of, I guess, 70% of a penny. It's currently sitting at about 1.1 cents or 1.06 cents. And we want to see that go a lot further. I mean, right now it's at a $73 million market cap. I think it can be worth so much more. Grock is going to make a huge move, and I'm excited to be a part of it. I'm just wondering if I'm going to go all in on Grock, because it's taken a chance. It has taken a huge chance to do so. Which Grock? I see like 10 of them. It's Grock. There should be the first Grock that's at a 1 cent price, or it's at a 70 something million dollar market cap, $73 million market cap. So if you type in Grock, right, it should be the first one that comes up. Should be the first one that comes up. It comes up with an X and an L there, rather than this one or this one or this one. It comes up here, and it's technically 2239th by market cap, and that's not accurate. It should be a lot higher than that, but yeah. So Grock is definitely picking up. We're seeing it move quite a bit back up to some of these levels, definitely running quite a bit. But I want to see things start to really make their moves, hit their stride. Hey, are you eating your food? How much cereal do you have left? You done? You all done? Good job. You want your banana? You can sit on the couch in there. Don't make a mess though. And also, close that water. I feel like today's going to be a good day because Hayden doesn't ever eat her food. So the fact that she ate her food, we're seeing Grock that's pushing up. Let's check some other things that may be potentially moving in the day. Let's see. So we see Bitcoin that's starting to come back in the last hour, which is definitely good. Seeing Ethereum doing the same thing. What's really moving today? We're seeing ELF that's really, really making a move. That looks very, very interesting to me because I think the only reason that that's running is because of where we are. We're in December, and that's really what's telling us that this is going to move a hell of a lot. Fetch.ai is up by 11%. Beam is up by 9%. That's up to a $1 billion market cap with $81 million worth of volume. HBAR is up 5%. I like HBAR. I have about $100 or $200 in HBAR. Render is up to $4.21. FTX token, $5. Cardano is up to 61 cents. That brings me back up to $2,000 worth of a gain. So let me go ahead and refresh this really quick. And we'll look over here. Yeah, $2,700 worth of a gain on Cardano. So I'm excited about that. I can get to my initial investment. Will I take profit at my initial investment? Most likely not. That would be basically at a $1 price. Would I take profit? We'll see how that goes. We'll see how the markets are looking, but I think it can go a lot further than just a $1 price point. But it definitely will have a resistance at that level because it is a strong, kind of resistance level for anything. ELF isn't a meme coin. I'm not saying it is. I'm saying the only reason that it is running is because of the term. And people like to take certain areas that they are in, so certain times in the season, and they will invest into those plays based on what the name is, based on what people are searching for, and all of that. Like that's how that goes. Now, does it have utility? Probably. I haven't looked into it enough to say that that's the case, and I would imagine so with the amount of strength that it does have from what I've seen, but I would have to dive into it a little bit more. We did receive a super chat that I was waiting for them to kind of read on the screen. But Isaac, thank you for that $5 super chat. Hi, Matt. I know the burns happen on a daily basis on transactions, but how often does it get announced? Also, how many other exchanges? Of course.
Super chat. Hi, Matt. I know the burns happen on a daily based on transactions. But, how often does it get announced? Also, how many other exchanges are burning it?
Are you talking about Terra Luna Classic that's burning? Are you talking about that? Are you talking about Shiba Inu? Or are you talking about a different play? I would like to know which position you're talking about. The only exchange that's burning Terra Luna Classic is Binance, and they're doing it out of their own fees. That's the only exchange that is doing that. For Shiba Inu, the place that's burning Shiba Inu is Shibarium. Well, the place that did do a burn on Shiba Inu is Shibarium. But the daily burns on Terra Luna Classic, if that's what we're talking about, they're happening through each transaction. So it doesn't really get announced on those burns that are happening. The only burns that really get announced are the Binance burns, which technically they don't even receive any type of major announcement from Binance that they're doing the burn. They just do it. And then we announce it. So they don't technically announce when they're doing that larger burn. Other exchanges are not burning, but I would assume that we can find a way to get them to start burning if we can, have that conversation. Hopefully. we don't do links in the chat unless it's by a moderator. So I'm gonna delete the message, and if it happens again, I mute you. Um, but I appreciate anybody being here. XRP and CRO to the moon, baby. I'm right there with you. I believe XRP will be a banger. Also, CRO will definitely be up there. And what's your thoughts on Milady? I think it's a play that has hype behind it and definitely gains hype and attention even without the tweet of Elon Musk. But I feel like that is something that everybody's waiting on, is that kind of tweet to really push things up. Elon Musk is kind of like the crypto pumper. Anything he says gets made into a coin. Anything he does gets made into a coin. Anything he creates gets made into a coin as well. So it's like everything that's related to him will also be related to, cryptocurrency, even down to his name, right? You have Elon, which is Dogelon Mars. Any thought on Baby Doge? It's a hyper deflationary and gives back to its holders. I hold $100, but it's been growing. So I've looked into Baby Doge a couple of times, Baby Dogecoin, and I'm never really the biggest fan of things that kind of live off of others' names, but could have success, right? And when I say live off of others' names, I don't mean like being a meme coin in general. I just mean like if Doge has its success, there's a baby Doge that's created. There's a buff Doge. There's a Doji Doge. There's all different types of things that are created. And I honestly don't like that success that's built off of it because it's never proven that it could be more than what the original Doge is worth, or it's never proven that it could even be a part, right? Doge creates its own market by doing that. And you have all these other pieces that are a bigger part of those markets, meaning that Doge is probably a 99% part of that market and everything else is like 1% and will never grow a lot higher than that. So a lot of times I look for a certain play and I'll invest into it, but I tend to stay away from a lot of the plays that are kind of not mocking, but mirroring some of the other popular cryptocurrencies that are out there. I like ones that kind of create a name for themselves. So that's why I kind of like Grock, because it's making a name for itself. That's why I like, even Floki. I feel like Floki, with trying to create a name for itself and all the things that they are doing. Yes, they did provide like it was an Inu in the beginning where they had that, but they dropped that. And now it's like, it's supposed to be like its own thing, its own
Isaac
brand,
Leeds
and it's
donated
growing quite a bit.
$2 through Super Chat. Yes, Luna. Thanks for the info.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate that. Thank you for another super chat. When will the market recover and pump? Probably sometime soon. Definitely right around the new year, because we have the ETFs that are coming up. We have all this other information, all this bullish momentum within 2024. We know is going to be, we want to have our bags filled by then. So people that are selling off, maybe just trying to cash out before the holiday season to have some money so that they could put towards gifts or something like that, or spend money in other places. Or they want to kind of short, like you'll see a lot of people that are not only taking things out, but you'll see some of those people that have something in there, but then also supplement it with shorts because they know that, sorry, I was reading something else. They will supplement it with shorts because they know it's going to decrease as people are doing this. So then when they see those shorts go through, you'll see the market that gets attacked. They end up gaining money. They'll buy back in. You see it pop up and things will run. So that's the way that I see it. I don't know who these people are, if that's what you're asking, Nathan. People are cashing out for taxes. I mean, that's typically in April. Typically, you see that like in the March, April, time frame. That's typically when people are taxing out or cashing out for taxes. But then you also have people that are cashing out losses for taxes. So that also makes sense, because if you accept those losses by the end of the year, then it shows that you didn't make a profit during that time period. So that truly does make sense. And I've done that before. So if I wanted to, I can cash out some of these losses, which I technically have cashed out some of the losses that I've had, because I had to take some for for short term or for what's it called, bills and stuff, because the markets weren't really looking right and they didn't really have too much attention. I got rid of Floki due to Binance issues. Changed H bar. I think it's a better play. I think H bar definitely seems like a better play. I mean, it's worth a lot more, but you may also have a little bit more chance as an investor to be able to gain a little bit something with a lower play. That's why I invest into things like ADA, but my max amount that I'm going to gain from ADA is like $50,000. I don't plan on gaining really any more. If I do, fantastic. Same thing goes for Solana. I have $600 in Solana. If that 10 grows to a value of $500 a piece, I have $5,000. I don't plan on gaining a crazy amount from Solana, right? The same thing goes for trying to think, XRP. I do plan on gaining a lot more in the end from XRP if it can find a way to get to some of these levels, but I'm not planning on being an XRP millionaire. But you know what I am planning on being? A Terra Luna Classic millionaire, a Jasmy, borderline millionaire. I only have 1 million coins, so a borderline. And some other plays as well. Like there's the lower end plays is what really gives me that chance. Grock, Lucky's Leprechaun, things of that nature. At least that's what I have seen in 2017. Watch the market. Thank you for the super chat, Chris DeMeo. Hopefully it reads it out loud, but I'll read it right now. And if it reads it, I'll talk about it again. What's your thoughts on the metaverse, sand, and mana? So my thoughts on metaverse is that metaverse will still be strong. Gaming will be a very, very strong thing, within this market or within crypto. It will always be in crypto. And from what I hear, going through the grapevine, is that GTA may have some sort of implementation within crypto and implement crypto in there. And that could be big, right, for the crypto space. Now, when it comes to the metaverse, that's also a bigger conversation as to what will be the impact. But I really do think virtual land will be a big part of it, where virtual land is now associated with real land. So while you buy a plot of land on the virtual sense, you're technically buying it in real life as well. Just like if you buy an NFT and it comes with the actual art piece with it, it'll be land buying with the NFT, and you'll have that jump. So I think metaverses will be big. It's just what metaverse will be big. I honestly don't know if any of these like Sand or Mana or ApeCoin or any of those will be the largest metaverses. They are right
Chris
now.
DeMeo donated $1.99 through Super Chat. What's your thoughts on metaverse, Sand, and Mana?
So yeah, I don't think that those will be the most popular ones in the future, in the long distance future. I think you'll have like bigger companies that are creating these metaverses. Like you even see Meta right now that's creating everything around this, and obviously want to get into more augmented reality, but getting into virtual reality setting and how that can mix together with a certain play. It could be a Gala, it could be a it could be a Mana, it could be a Sand, it could be an ApeCoin, it could be something else, right? So I think metaverses will have a spot.
Isaac Leeds donated $10 through Super Chat. Sorry for the off-topic question. Any thoughts on Pepe 2.0? Many say it's a scam, but not sure if that's true. From what I read, it's been run by former disgruntled Pepe employees to challenge Pepe.
So I don't know about all that. Anytime a meme coin wants to become like more relevant than the major one, they try and tell a story, and sometimes that story is true. A lot of times that story is not true. Now I'm not sure if that's true. I haven't read all into it or looked into it, but I can tell you that Pepe 2.0 again is a kind of a mirror of what Pepe will be. And it will never be worth more than Pepe, the original Pepe. Just like how I don't believe in the end, Terra 2.0 will be more than Terra Luna Classic, or Shib 2 will not be more than Shiba Inu, or anything else of that nature, right? So while it will have its success, I'm pretty sure it will have its success. I can't say that it is a scam or isn't a scam. I would have to go into a deep dive of it. And maybe we can do that over on the Patreon if you really want it. We can go into a deep dive of certain positions and really give you my opinion on that play, because it's worth it, right? You guys are supporting me in a larger way, and I can definitely go through that without having to worry about putting that video out on the channel and having that video out there as something that could potentially be that, right? So I definitely will say Pepe 2.0 probably will have its success. But will it be more valuable than Pepe? Probably not. I don't think it's necessarily a scam. You can go into the token sniffer and see if they set it up as like a honeypot, or if they have a large amount in certain wallets. But yeah, I think it will have its success. Hopefully that's enough. But I do appreciate the super chat a lot. Are you staking Sol, Matt? I'm not staking it right now, but I will be staking it probably in a couple of, yeah, I probably will be staking it as time goes on. I feel like I'm going to hold Sol for a very long time. Which coins are you buying? So I just bought Sol earlier this morning. I bought it somewhere around, I want to say it was 6 a.m. It was at like $65. I bought Sol this morning, and I bought another position that I am not going to talk about yet. I'll talk about later. But I bought another position today because I ran into some money. I just like stumbled upon it. It's like, oh, there it is. No, I'm just playing. But I did buy another position today that I want to talk about later. But I'm not sure if I'm going to buy anything else. I'm thinking about maybe getting myself up to $1,000 in Caspa, but I'm not 100% sure about that. So we'll have to see. Where is my Uphold? That's KuCoin. That's not Uphold. I can't even get into KuCoin anymore. So why? Well, I can, but I can't do anything with KuCoin. Maybe I'll try and get into KuCoin later, but I don't need to get into KuCoin right now. I need to get into Uphold to see where Caspa is. Thank you for becoming a member, Isaac. Welcome to being a money or make money member. Appreciate it. Did you find some money under the couch? Yeah, it was, it was in my pocket, some change here and there. Let me look at Caspa really quick. Caspa is currently sitting at 12 cents. It was all the way down to 11.66. That's fantastic. My cost basis, I'll tell you what my cost basis is. Let me get in here really quick. Come on. You get ads on Uphold? Oh yeah, I remember that from the last time. Let's see. Caspa, I have $645 right now. I have not now. I have 5,400 Caspa, and my cost basis is average price is 12.9, so about 13 cents right now. Yeah. So about 13 cents. Sol meme coins are interesting plays. They are. They're big movers. We've seen them move quite a bit. Just signed up for MargeX using your code. Well, thank you for doing that. I appreciate that. Again, MargeX is a good platform. I like what they're doing. I like the fact that you can trade on leverage, but the point is that you got to make sure you protect yourself. Make sure you understand, profit and loss, or profit targets and stop losses. If you understand how to complete those, you should have success, right? If you learn how to actively trade and you give yourself 5 chances to win, and then you end up winning one of those chances, you end up making all the money back that you may have lost, or you make money right from the start, right? If you are correct, more times than not, then you're making a lot of money. You do like small, profits, small moves here and there, but You can also do the bigger moves that are like 100, 200%, depending on what you see within the long run, right? If you see something that's starting out at the bottom and you're like, this is going to bounce, I'm going to play this out until, the wheels fall off, and it ends up increasing by, let's say, 10 cents. And each penny that it moves up, you gain an extra, 1,000%. That would be huge. But obviously, that'll be a little bit difficult to see unless you were actively watching it well beforehand. So that's good. If you guys want to sign up for MargeX, if you want to use my code and sign up for MargeX, feel free to use my link in the chat. It should be in the description as well, but you can definitely use that link and go from there. Where was I at? We got 9 people that are watching on X. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. We got about 82 likes, 17 shares or 17 reposts. You all right? What is that? The Bluey book? No? Oh. Are you okay? What are you laughing for? You're funny. BRC20 tokens are also going to probably go nuts. I mean, there's probably going to be a lot of things that go nuts, but I would imagine with any type of movement within certain chains, you're going to see things that move quite a bit. Whether you're talking about Solana, AVAX, Cardano, whatever the chain, whatever the position, you're going to see that move. ETH. I hope that we see many more things that are created under layer 2 rather than being a layer 1 ETH. You stay live for the fear of wait. You stay live for the FOMC meeting. Did I stay live for it? Or am I staying live for it? Probably not. I don't know what time that is, but I have to get off here in like a couple of minutes because I got some things I need to create. And this little one over here has to use the bathroom. But we were already live for about 2 hours and 43 minutes at the moment. So in about 2 minutes, we're probably going to get out of here and call it quits. And we're going to start creating some content for today. I talked about the crypto.com cards, which I have upgraded for. Currently, I'm sitting at, I don't know if you've seen those, but I made a video for it. It really didn't get a ton of views, but that's okay. Oh, wow. ADA is really up. 11% right now? Where's Cardano? There it is. ADA is up. It said 11% on the day. That's not accurate. It literally just gave me that notification. Oh, it's diving back down. Okay, so it just gave me that notification, and now it's diving back down here. So it was up to 62 cents. And now we're seeing it fall. It was up to 62.7 is what crypto.com tends to have like inflated prices, but it's up to 62.7. I have some Solana I think will do well. Another Grock / Sol. It's 300K market cap, so a bit risky. Yeah, I mean, you can always play those riskier plays, but I don't tend to like to do those, but I will find a level where I can buy in it, maybe with like $100 or $200 or something, if I truly see any type of value within it. If I don't see value within it, I'm not going to do that. Great looking family. Being a girl dad is awesome. It is. I'm relying on Erica to do a lot of the the stuff though, but I do braids and ponytails, and I'm starting to learn all that stuff. You know, I'm interested in it because I want to make sure that I can do a lot of that stuff if need be. Because there's a ton of times like today where I have to get Harper ready for school. I can't get Harper ready for school and have her hair just look a mess. So I want to be able to, if she wants a braid, I can give her a braid. If she wants, two pigtails, I'll give her pigtails, whatever. So I want to be there to be able to do that stuff. And I was telling Erica about this. Yeah, I mean, I need some time to be able to like work out. Anytime I'm down here, I feel like I'm in work mode, like I'm ready to go. Anytime I'm upstairs, I'm in family mode and ready to go. And we're doing a bunch of stuff with the family, I want to make sure I'm paying attention to the family. So if it may seem like I don't reach out or respond right away in Patreon when I'm like out of office hours, it's because technically doing that, right? I'm with the family and stuff, but I'll respond here and there as time goes on. And if there's something exciting happening within the market, of course, I'm ready to go live, ready to talk about it and all that stuff. Because this isn't really just like work to me. It's something that I love to do. It's like when I first started golfing, which I haven't golfed in a while. When I first started golfing, it's addicting, and you play it and you continue to play it. You want to get better. You do all this extra stuff. It's fun. But yeah, let's look at my Kraken portfolio, see how things are running there. It's crazy to see that things have dropped so much within that. And then you see that my Kraken portfolio is still sitting at $1,100. Like I didn't invest anything more into this. I put $517 into this and it turned into $1,189. So, and it was at a peak point of $1,152. And I'm sure that Celestia will be worth a lot more. Anchor will be worth a lot more. Ripple will. Graph will. Every time I have any type of larger gain, I throw it into some of the bigger plays, plays that I truly believe in. Like XRP or like maybe a Graph. I'll throw more money into there. Or Luna 2.0. I'll throw money into that as well. Actually, I don't think I threw any more money into that. I think that just grew. OMG network, I'll throw more money into that because I feel like that can be worth $20 plus again. Super Farm, which I gained something off of, and that's worth like 300 million, 200, 300 million. Fets.ai, I'll throw money into that. And so on and so forth, right? There's a lot of different options, a lot of different opinions. Hey, Matt, what's going on? Major Duck, how you doing? What's going on? A SpaceX token, it didn't take off. No pun intended, but at the same time, it's Elon. I'm like a 50-50. I'm 50-50 on either buying or not buying. I hear you. It's all about what you believe will happen, right? It's about the popularity, and the popularity is tough to gauge because, yes, a lot of things are attached to Elon, but what will be more attached to Elon, right? So I can't say whether I truly believe in something, that much unless I looked into it heavily and actually showed that I believed in it, which I do on occasion. But you have to see, you have to take that chance. Thank you for that super chat or donation there. But I got to get out of here, guys. Wait, let me see. Did you showcase how your steps on how you did a Kraken portfolio on your second channel? So I technically did, but I can go through a full breakdown of it. I was planning on waiting until I get to like maybe a $2,000 price point, $2,000 portfolio level, to see the long-term success, because I don't want to see a short-term move and then not not maintain that move. And it seems like it's been maintaining well even as the market is dropping. So we'll definitely look at that a lot further, and we will break that down a lot more, or a lot further, exactly what I did, because there was no like strategic play to it. There was something slightly strategic in trying to choose the lowest market cap plays, but I want to kind of wait until we see things that move a little bit more, or if it's really necessary, we can go into it now if people are looking to find or do the same thing. and risk a small amount to potentially turn it into a larger amount. So anyways, guys, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell for more videos like this one. Again, if you guys want to start trading with Margex, feel free to trade with Margex. Use my link in the description, in the chat, to start trading with this platform. You can also do copy trading over here if you guys are interested in doing that and gain up to, you know, what, 1,241% ROI. So I feel like you can see a lot of benefits from that. Also, if you want to follow me on Patreon, my link for Patreon is in the description, where you can get all of the different levels. You have the Discord level, Profit Hands level. The Discord level is technically Discord and community. I spend a lot of time in more of the community than I do the Discord, unless we have like a one-on-one or a conversation going on with a lot of people, because the Discord has like shrunk down. I took all of the people that were in there that were previously $5 members and not $5 members anymore, and we kind of shaved them out. So we have people that are over there, and if you want to join the Discord, you can. I have the link and I could send it. But the community is kind of where it's at, and I want to build more and more communities to have these conversations and chats about different things. Also, Profit Hands, Expert Profit Hands, and if you want to get one-on-ones, we have the financial freedom level. If you want to have the one-on-one chats and any type of future courses that we have, you get the access to those courses that we will make when it's related to trading, and then we can go into all that different type of detail there. So definitely go ahead and check that out. We have, how many different posts? We have 291 exclusive posts that you can go through and check out. Some are educational and some are more time sensitive, so definitely do that. But guys, I'm gonna get out of here. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Hey Matt, what's going on with Coinin? I don't know what's going on with Coinin. You got to be more specific, but I got to get out of here. So I'll catch you guys